Christmas isn't in the Bible. Easter isn't in the Bible. Sunday worship isn't in the Bible. But you know what is in the Bible? Jeremiah describing Christmas trees, and Deuteronomy condemning what Halloween celebrates. Rome gave you paganism and called it Christianity. Let's start with Christmas. Jeremiah 10, verses 2 through 4 says, "Do not learn the way of the Gentiles, for the customs of the peoples are futile. For one cuts a tree from the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They decorate it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and hammers so that it will not topple." Sound familiar? Cut a tree from the forest, decorate it with silver and gold, fasten it so it won't fall over. This was written 2,600 years ago, and it describes exactly what people do every December. Yahuah wasn't born on December 25th. The shepherds were in the fields with their flocks at night. That doesn't happen in a Palestinian winter. He was likely born during Sukkot, the Feast of Tabernacles, when Yahuah came to tabernacle with his people in the flesh. December 25th was the birthday of the Roman sun god, Sol Invictus. It was the culmination of Saturnalia, a pagan festival of debauchery. Rome simply slapped a Christian label on a pagan party. Now Easter. The word Easter comes from the name of a pagan fertility goddess, Ishtar, Astarte, Eostre. That's why it's associated with eggs and rabbits, fertility symbols. It has nothing to do with the resurrection. Yahuah rose on first fruits, a specific feast on Yahuah's calendar. Rome replaced it with a pagan celebration and moved the date so it would never coincide with Passover. And Halloween? Deuteronomy 18, verses 10 through 12 says, "There shall not be found among you anyone who practices witchcraft, or a soothsayer, or one who interprets omens, or a sorcerer, or one who conjures spells, or a medium, or a spiritist, or one who calls up the dead, for all who do these things are an abomination to Yahuah." Halloween celebrates everything that verse condemns: witches, sorcery, communication with the dead, and Christians dress their children up and participate. This is Daniel 7:25 fulfilled. The beast power changed Yahuah's times and replaced them with paganism dressed in Christian clothes. But here's what most people miss. This wasn't just cultural substitution. This was the mark. Subscribe and visit straightastthegate.org. Part 10 reveals the mark connection.